Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step process of creating my first ever commission doll. So the star of today's video is Vanessa Tempo. I was asked for her to have soft pink makeup, black hair color, one eye be slightly different color than the other, and a flowy feminine outfit. I am very excited to work on this doll. Vanessa is a very beautiful doll, but let's see if I can create my very own new beautiful version of her. Let's get to it. So I'm gonna start by removing Vanessa's eyes because I need to remove her makeup. I put her in a plastic cup with boiling water for about 5 minutes, and then when the head is super soft, I remove the eye. And even though the head is very soft, you can see I'm struggling a little bit. After I removed the eyes, I needed to find another doll that would have eyes that are slightly different color. And I did find one. She's not in this video, but can you guess? And the next step is to remove her makeup. I'm removing almost everything. I did leave some black eyeliner around her eyes, and I did leave her eyebrows. Otherwise, I removed everything. Her baby hair, her eyeshadow, eyelashes, lips. After I'm satisfied and it's all done, I am dunking her in the hot water again so that I can put the eyes back in her head. So this first eye is from the donor doll. If you have any guesses, you can put it down in the comments below. And the second eye is native Vanessa's eye. So now it's time to move on and dye her hair. So I needed to take out this rubber band that she had on her head so that I can wet the hair and then start dyeing it with red dye in black. So I poured some hot water in this pan, and then I put 2 teaspoons of red dye in black, and then I ended up adding another teaspoon in because it wasn't doing what I wanted. So then, as usual, I dipped her in for about 35 seconds, then cold rinse, and then repeat. This is the end result. I think it looks really good. Next, I'm putting some masking tape over her eyes so that when I spray her with Mr. Super Clear, the eyes are not spoiled. After Mr. Super Clear is set, I start working on her makeup. And the first thing I do is give her a thicker eyeliner with some cat eye effect. Then I add some pink under her eye and create a little extended corner at the inner side of her eye. Then I used pastels to give her transparent pink eyeshadow. I also added some pink liner above her black eyeliner. I think it turned out very cute. And of course her baby hairs needed to match her primary hair color now. So that's what I'm doing here. And now for my favorite part. I love drawing on some pink lips. I don't know why. It just looks so cute on those dolls. Next, I did some touch up on her eyebrows, and I added the bottom eyelashes. I decided to add some blush to her cheeks and to the tip of her nose. I added a little design, a heart with a couple of feathers on each side. I decided to make a corset for this doll as part of her outfit, and I already have another video explaining in detail how I make a corset, but basically I cut
a piece of fabric, fit it, and then I start covering it with glue, and that would be the base of the corset. After I make sure the whole fabric is saturated with glue, I leave it to dry for a couple of hours. One of the inspiration pictures I was given for this custom had a corset with a little cutout in the middle, so I decided to make it heart-shaped. Then I want to add a little piece of mesh fabric between the two layers of the corset. I decided to use this beautiful soft pink fabric for the top layer of the corset. I think it looks very girly and flowy. I used the cutout heart from the base layer as a pattern. So I trimmed the base layer to look like the finished result, more so, and then I glued on the top layer. When the corset was mostly dry, I decided to add some diamonds around that heart, and I used diamond art, plastic diamonds, with some fabric tack to glue them in place. And here it is. I think it looks very cute. Then I moved on to adding decorative lace with some beads on top of my corset. So as I'm adding this decorative lace to the corset, you can already see that the corset has been trimmed to the shape that it's gonna be in the finished state. So it's just done with scissors. It's not hard, and I show it in my other video that I'm gonna link here. Also, I added some of the same decorative lace to the back of the corset and glued it with fabric tack. One of the last steps before I finish my corset is to add some ribbon on top, bottom, and back of my corset to give it more finished, framed look. So again, I use fabric tack glue and some ribbon that I have. The finishing touch is to sew on this little bead that will act like a button to close the corset in the back. Next, I moved on to making her stockings, and I have a video, just a separate video showing how to do that, so I show it here very briefly. If you would like, you can watch that video to learn how to do it yourself. Next, I moved on to crafting the accessories for this doll, and the first accessory will be a choker. I will use this white ribbon, a couple of little tiny jewels. They are actually the nail art, and somehow I lost the footage of adding them onto this choker. And in the middle there will be one like a pearl bead. Next, I made the doll some new earrings. So I used 2 little pins with beads at the end. Then I made 2 little decorative bows. I had some wire, I had some beads, and some hearts. Here you see me assemble some earrings. Attach the heart to the wire. I strung some beads. I used some fabric-tack glue to secure stuff in place. And voila, the earring is ready. Next, I glue on the little jewel to imitate the nose piercing, and I remove the masking tape so that I can attach new, longer lashes. Most of the time I look at the doll, even without the lashes, and think, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. But once I add the lashes, it's a completely improved look. It looks so much better. Finally, I add a couple of layers of glossy varnish to her lips. So the last piece of this doll's wardrobe is a skirt, and I decided to make it short in the front and longer in the back. So here you see me without a pattern trying to cut out the skirt base, and then I'm adding some mesh fabric for some ruffle. I got a little bit thinner kind of velcro for this skirt, and I'm using fabric tack to prep the skirt base for attaching that velcro, and then I'm gluing the velcro on and also additionally sewing it onto the skirt. So once I tried it on, I sewed on all of the ruffles, and here what it looks like. Kind of finished. We only have one more thing to do, is to add some decorative ribbon on top of the skirt so it looks a little bit more neat and finished. And of course I used the trusted fabric tack again to complete this step. And now that everything else is done, I need to style her hair. So you can see me trying to pick those couple of braids in the front so I can wrap it around her head. After that's done, I use part of her hair to make 2 pigtails, leaving some hair in the middle because she does not have a middle part and we don't want no bald spots sticking out anywhere. And what was left behind the scenes is decorating her hair, adding decorative bows to her pigtails, and decorating the back of her pigtails. Here she is. This is the finished look. I didn't add more beads to her hair just because she already has so many little details and accents that I think it would have been overkill. And notice her bejeweled heels. What do you think? Did I do a good job? She was sold in my little Etsy shop. There's other dolls available if you would like. Check it out. I'll leave it in the description. But thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video.